May I call the meeting of the Parsippany Troy Hills Board of Education to order on April 10th, 2025, in compliance with Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, entitled Open Public Meetings Act. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as specified in the act in the following manner. A meeting notice was published in the newspaper and on the district's website on January 8th, 2025. In addition, the notice of the meeting was posted at the municipal building, in the schools, and a copy of the notice filed with the township clerk and transmitted to other newspapers on April 2nd, 2025. The Daily Record, the Star Ledger, Parsippany Focus, Tappan to Parsippany Patch, and the district website. This regular public board meeting is being video recorded as per bylaw 168. The recordings of these meetings will be available on our district website and our Video on the Go YouTube channel. We ask that you please refrain from using student or staff names in your statement. Professionalism is expected at all times. May we have the roll call, please?
Mrs. Abraham? Here. Mr. Barrios?
Here.
Mr. DeVito?
Here.
Mrs. Mayer?
Here.
Mr. Rea?
Here.
Mrs. Chappelle?
Here.
Dr. Wright?
Here.
Mr. Chaffa?
Here.
Mrs. Kogan?
Here. Please stand for the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance All right. Student committee reports. Ms. Gonzalez, you want to go?
Good evening. I'm Emma Gonzalez from Parsippany High School, and I'm so excited to share this week's past events with you. With one more week until spring break, our school cannot contain their excitement. Our Parsippany High School PTSA is running a clothing and shoe drive fundraiser. It's running from April 8th to April 10th from 6 to 8 p.m. You can drop off your items at the PHS Red Hawk Trail. They're accepting anything from clothing to diapers and backpacks to utensils. Our student council is currently collecting community service hours from all of our respective clubs in order to receive a Community Smiles Award from the NJASC. It is one of the many things our school is proud of representing. As of now, our junior class representative for Girls State has been chosen. As one of the 15 delegates from Morris County, our school is so excited to have this representative in the program. We are so grateful for this opportunity. Coming closer to the end of the year, our honor societies are beginning to induct the next year's members. Our National Honor Society induction is on April 23rd, and our World Language Honor Society induction is on the 30th. At our school, our principal, Mrs. Carucci, sent out some information on eligible voters within our school and how to apply since it's NJ High School Voter Registration Week. I think that more schools, like history classes, should include more information on voting and how to get students involved. Something our school would like to recognize and call attention to is the creation of the book El Defo by Sean Hansberry. This book has been able to call attention to what hearing loss looks like for students. This book is extremely inspirational and educational for young students, and it is something that the PTHSD is trying to teach middle schools. There's been a documentary posted about the book, and it's something that every individual should check out. With Breadstock coming up soon, we are opening the ability for businesses and organizations to come and purchase either a booth sponsorship or activity sponsorship to connect with the community and promote their businesses. As of now, our school's ICC show last Friday was canceled due to unforeseen circumstances, and they are planning to reschedule it sometime mid-May. We cannot wait to see everything our peers have worked on. We are so proud of all of them. For our Parsippany High School sports, our boys Parsippany High School golf team had their match against the Hills with a close loss of 203 to 204. Our school does look forward to facing our rivals. Our girls golf team had a game at Montville on Tuesday with a 226 to 260 loss. Our girls lacrosse team had a game at Lenape Valley on Monday with a 16 to 3 loss. However, tomorrow they have a game at Irvington at 4 p.m. We wish them the best of luck. Our boys baseball team had a game at Morris Tech on Tuesday and won 11-0, and another win versus Morris Tech on Wednesday with a 7-6 win. We are so proud. They have their next game at Butler at 11 a.m. this Saturday. We wish all of our spring sports the best of luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good evening, all. Let's get started with this month's Viking Report. Starting off with the Central Student Council updates. The Student Council is preparing for the Spring Pep Rally, which will be held on Friday, April 4th. Planning is in full swing, from selecting fun and competitive games to finalizing the script and music playlist. We're aiming to end the year strong on a high note by boosting school spirit and celebrating our student athletes and clubs. We're also celebrating Spring Break and National Library Week by organizing another Spirit Week. In addition to our Pep Rally and Spirit Week, we're also wrapping up our NJASC Spring Award nominations for the upcoming conference at Six Flags. We hope to have our school's student council recognized at the state level for our leadership and service. Moving on to other PHHS events and updates. Here's some highlights from events and initiatives happening throughout PHHS. Our STEM Family Exploration Night was held on April 4th in the gymnasium, where families explored hands-on science, tech, engineering, and math exhibitions, thanks to our amazing STEM teachers and local professionals for making learning fun and interactive. Junior Prom is right around the corner and will be held on April 25th. Students are encouraged to submit paperwork to their class advisors and make final arrangements as the big night approaches. As part of our school's cultural celebrations, students have been rehearsing for the ICC, Indian Cultural Show, which will be held on May 2nd. It's a fantastic display of music, dance, and Indian heritage that will be open to all. On the academic side, NJSLA testing for 9th and 11th graders will take place from April 28th to May 1st. Students will be assessed in ELA, math, and science depending on grade level and course enrollment. The class of 2025 is running a t-shirt quilt fundraiser to raise money for senior events. $25 e-cards valued at $50 are available for purchase through April 25th. 100% of the proceeds go directly towards the class of 2025 fund. We're also looking ahead to Relay for Life, taking place on May 10th from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the PHHS track. We invite everyone, students, staff, and community members, to join Team Viking Nation and support the American Cancer Society in their fight against cancer. All right, moving on to PHHS athletic updates. Everyone who wants to stay updated on Viking sports, scores, achievements, and events should follow the Par Hill Sports Instagram page at Par Hills Athletics. Here are some upcoming Viking games and events. April 10th, boys golf versus Mendham at Knoll West Country Club at 3:30 p.m. Boys tennis versus Mount Olive at 4 p.m. April 12th, Winter Guard Championships at Stabler Arena performing at 1:50 p.m. Best of luck to all of our teams as they compete. And that's going to be it for this month's PHHS report. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. Do we have any questions for our students? Mrs. Mayor?
You mentioned that PHHS at the track, they're having something.
Yes.
What was the date on that?
May 10th. I'll just double check real quick.
Okay.
And May 10th from 4 to 10 p.m.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I was just going to highlight one more thing. So for the Hills, I went over and I saw the Dance of the Muses exhibit at the Lakeland Hills Family YMCA. It's running from April 4th to June 15th. Strongly encourage you, if you get a chance, to go over there and see it. It's got some incredible artwork. We really have some talented students, so encourage you all to go see that.
Thank you, students.
Thank you.
Is there any correspondence to come before the board?
No, there's not.
Is there any unfinished business that anybody has? I know I put the budget on there. Obviously, we have a few more weeks to ask about the budget, so just a reminder to all the board members. And now we're up to committee reports. Mrs. Abraham, you have sports?
Thank you. Sports met on April 1st. Present were Mr. Barrios, Mrs. Mayer, Mrs. Kogan, Mr. Ricker, Mrs. Benos, Mr. DeBernard, Mr. Huff, boosters from both high schools, and myself. We began with Mr. DeBernard and Mr. Huff began with their winter sports updates for both PHS and PHHS respectively. We went on to have an update on open booster and coach positions. Currently, the coaching positions are PHS head football and PHHS head cheer and girls basketball. Speaking of girls basketball, we had a discussion about a co-op for girls basketball, which I can talk about. As an update for co-op for girls basketball, we have 5 returning players from the high and 8 returning from the hills. And of those, there are only a few varsity level players. Most of the returning players would be best suited for and more successful developing on the junior varsity team. However, both schools are struggling to maintain their participation numbers each year to allow for a junior varsity team to take place. Parsippany High School was varsity only and had 12 girls in the program. Parsippany Hills had to cancel their 13 JV games due to inability to have a full JV roster. For next year, Parsippany High School will return 5 girls and Parsippany Hills will return 8 girls, and there may be 2 to 3 girls from Central and Brooklyn that may join for their respective teams, but it may not be enough to sustain a program, especially at Parsippany High. Our hope is to combine our efforts and create a cooperative sports program so that both girls' basketball teams can play at Parsippany High School and play at a developmentally appropriate level. And just a side about co-ops, there's 3 levels for approval for a co-op, and the first is at the Board of Education level. Next is at the conference level, which we play at the NJAC, which the meeting is on April 11th. And finally, at the state level, and the requests for spring co-ops are due to NJSIA by April 15th. We also discussed this at length with the boosters, talking about if the teams did combine, they would be able to stay in the same division they're in currently. And the athletic directors also stated that they wanted both teams to succeed and have enough members to play, which is why they want to request a co-op. In addition to that, I just wanted to mention that the board committee did put forth a resolution on today's bulletin for the girls' basketball co-op team due to the tight deadline for the conference approval for April 15th. In addition to that, we also had notes from the boosters. They wanted to know if the PHS girls basketball would stay the coach, and nothing has been decided. We wanted to invite the ADs from the middle schools to the next meeting to talk about the importance of middle school participation, garnering interest for sports in high school. In addition to that, we talked about how hard it is to get parents to join in and help with their programs, and a few suggestions and bullet points about how to get the word out to middle school parents in the spring about sports and boosters and what it entails, and different ways to encourage parents to know what boosters are, what different clubs are, and invite all middle school parents and students to participate. They also mentioned using Huddle or HUDL.com to give everyone an opportunity to watch all the games, and perhaps it could be included in the principal newsletters. We also discussed how the open houses for sports went. Mr. DeBernard said that they were very well attended by coaches and students. We concluded the meeting, and it was a very good turnout. It was wonderful to see everybody, and at the next meeting, we're hoping to have Mr. Nick Bronzino, the PAL director, who will be in attendance to talk about how the PAL can help our teams. Thank you.
Any questions for Mrs. Abraham? All right, Mr. Chaffo, you have critical issues report?
Yes, Madam President, I do. So the Critical Issues Committee did meet, excuse me, on April 8th. Present were Mrs. Abraham, Mrs. Chappelle, President Kogan, Mrs. Bennis, and myself. We had 3 main topics of discussion. The board governance document is still being discussed, and we hope to have a draft document by next meeting. The committee reviewed the pros and cons of moving the board election to April. After careful consideration, the committee recommends not moving the election from its current date. While we understand there was interest in moving the election, there were compelling reasons to maintain the existing election schedule, which are noted on the attached sheet. And this was posted on our board documents earlier this week and is available here tonight. And lastly, the superintendent's evaluation falls under the responsibility of the Critical Issues Committee. The committee did prepare a draft which the board approved and has now been given to the superintendent. The Board of Education views the superintendent evaluation as the most important factor in the Board of Education superintendent relationship and very significant in helping to drive our district forward. The superintendent's evaluation for the 2024-2025 school year has been completed in accordance with NJSA 18A:17-20.3, utilizing the New Jersey School Board model to accomplish this. So thank you, Dr. Sutter, on your last Parsippany Troy Hills evaluation.
I'd like to thank the Board of Education for their support and their kindness. Much appreciated.
Any questions? Thank you.
Are there any other liaison or committee reports? Mrs. Abraham? Sure.
Thanks. I just wanted to mention that the Parsippany Education Foundation met on April 8th, and just a rundown of the items. We just had an adoption of the agenda from last month. The minutes of the March 11th meeting were approved. The treasurer's report was discussed. Any correspondence was discussed as well. Discussed the May golf outing, the latest family's golf outing. And in old business, they talked about Comfy for a Cause Day. And in new business, they spoke about project graduation donations, SEL Magnet fundraiser, Gourmet Cafe Dine to Donate, which is on April 14th, and the food truck fundraiser on June 10th. And shortly thereafter, we adjourn. Thank you.
Okay, any questions on that? You have another report? Go ahead.
So last night, the Educational Services Commission of Morris County met. It was very uneventful, just regular course of business, but just want to make sure to highlight that I did attend.
Thank you. The only thing I don't think has been mentioned, the CMS Talent Show is tomorrow night, if anybody wants to go to that. Our superintendent search is still underway. We will be having more interviews next week. And the last thing was, there's been a few communications out in the township indicating that the township and the school district are close to finalizing a funding arrangement relating to the pilots. And I have not seen an agreement from the township. Dr. Sutter, have you seen anything from
I
the
have
township?
not seen anything
Okay.
to date, no.
And is there any meeting set up? Did we miss a meeting that
Not to my knowledge, no one from the town has reached out to me.
Okay, so obviously we are optimistic that an agreement will be reached, but as of now, I don't think we're close to finalizing anything unless I'm missing something. Mrs. Mayor, did you have
You
something
know,
else?
Sheethel reminded me that I should really say something about the unsung heroes that we did, I guess it was last week. Yeah, it seems like it was a lot longer. First, they thanked the board for their generous donations. That was really, they really were appreciative of the donations that we made. It was a really lovely evening. It went, I have to say, a lot quicker than last time. And it was great to see those students being honored. There are so many stories to be had, and to really marvel at these kids, the resilience that they have is just amazing. And the next meeting is the one where the students who actually get money will be given their checks. So, but it was a great evening. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, now we're up to approval of minutes for the regular and executive session of March 27th and executive minutes for April 3rd and April 4th. Can I have a motion for those? Mrs. Abraham, second Mr. DeVito. Roll call?
Mrs. Abraham?
Yes.
Mr. Barrios?
Yes.
Mr. DeVito?
Yes.
Mrs. Mayer?
Yes?
Mr. Rhea?
Yes.
Mrs. Chappelle?
Yes.
Dr. Wright?
Yes.
Mr. Chaffa?
Yes.
Mrs. Cogan?
Yes. The superintendent's bulletin, number 16, Dr. Sutter.
Thank you, President Cogan. Our coordinating supervisor of K-5 STEM, GROW, Math, and Science invited our senior cabinet members to visit GROW showcases at our elementary schools during the month of April. We are excited to view these wonderful projects across our elementary schools. I'm happy to report that Evelyn Chung, a STEM Pathways and NS STEM student from PHS, won Scientific Communication Award at the 2025 PBL Showcase. She presented on organic flow batteries to support a sustainable electric grid. Evelyn is the program's first official NS STEM PBL Showcase winner in the district. Congratulations, Evelyn. The World Language Induction Ceremonies for PHS will be held in the PHS Auditorium on May 30th at 7 o'clock. Also, PHHS is holding their ceremony tonight at 7 o'clock in the PHHS Auditorium. The World Language Induction Ceremony celebrates our students' hard work and success in learning a second or third language. The event will provide a platform to highlight their achievements and recognize their dedication and effort in their language studies. In addition to honoring all students' accomplishments, seniors will be specially recognized with a cord for graduation, symbolizing their readiness to move forward while carrying their linguistic and cultural achievements into the future. Tonight, for your approval, we have Superintendent Bulletin items 1 through 26, with addendum and read-in items 27 through 39.
Are there any questions or comments on the superintendent's bulletin?
Dr. Sutter, number 28 is being pulled. And the readings, it's indicated
It's on
as
the readings.
pulled, but it's still on the list. So 28, item 28 is being pulled.
Item 28 is being pulled on the superintendent bulletin.
So if we accept the read-ins, we accept the full?
You should technically just pull
We
the,
should just
pull
pull
the
it. Okay.
resolution.
All right, there was no new business brought up, so at this time, we are doing the hearing of the public. If there is anyone who would like to address the board, please come up, sign your name and address in the book at the lectern, and state your name for the record, and please address the chair. Each person will have 3 minutes to speak to the board. It would be helpful if you would like to address the board to please come up now and sign in so that you are ready when the first speaker is finished. As a reminder, we are video recording this meeting. If you are a student who wishes to speak, we ask that you not provide your home address, but rather give only the name of the town in which you live. If you are a parent wishing to discuss a specific matter pertaining to your child during this portion of the meeting, you may request that the board temporarily suspend the video recording. Alternatively, please consider speaking privately about the matter to the superintendent after the meeting. Speakers should refrain from using specific student or staff names in their comments and are referred to Bylaw 168 for further information regarding the videotaping of our meetings. Go ahead.
Good evening. My name is Gina Marie Mignon, and I'm at 4 Winding Way in Parsippany. So I was coming here, and then I wasn't coming here, and now I'm here because I think it's important that parents hear what I have to say. But I do want to preface this by saying that I did speak with the director of safety, and he did make me feel a whole lot better when I was done talking to him, and I trust that he's going to get this issue solved. But I still think it's important that parents know. So I am an educator. I've been an educator for 20-plus years, administrator. Now I'm in Bloomfield. I was in Newark for 20 years, so, this is not new to me. And I just finished an intense training with the Homeland Security for school safety specialists for my school. I'm a principal in Bloomfield. So when I got out of this training, my eyes were open. Not that they weren't open when they were in Newark, but they were open a little bit more. And I started to ask my own children, who are in 5th grade, about their safety drills. And I said to them, do you hold lockdowns? Yes, we do. What do you do if you're in the bathroom during a lockdown? They were able to tell me. What do you do in the classroom? They were able to tell me. Asked if their teachers look out the door when a lockdown is called to do a sweep. That's where I found that the doors had things holding them open, and that was a concern to me because that takes time to get them, those little wedges out. That's all time wasted. But then what really got me was that I asked what they do during lunch and during recess, and neither of them knew. So I said, well, what do you mean? You don't know? You never had a lockdown drill during lunch? And my son said, no, if we do, we're doomed. So I said, why are you doomed? He said, because there's too many children in there. Where would we all hide? So I said, but nobody ever taught you what to do. How about if you're outside on the campus? They said, well, we wouldn't even hear that outside because if you're on the grass, you can't hear anything. But we've never done one outside either. So then I called all the parents in that grade level because, my kids might have missed something in the 3 or 4 years they've been there. And none of the children knew how to do it. So I emailed the principal after a couple of, and I love the principal at my school, so I'm not going to tell you schools, names, all that. But the answer I got was a canned answer, and he knows I'm an administrator. It was, we do all our required drills. We have our CUSAC and our fire marshal inspections, and we pass with flying colors. I know that we get noticed during fire marshal inspections and CUSAC audits, and we get our buildings ready for those audits. And he said, I did a fire drill during lunch last year, and we'll do one at the end of this year or the beginning of next. Fire drills are easy. You just get out of the building, right? So I asked my kids that too. I said, if you normally go out of door A, but you're on the other side of the building during a fire drill, what would you do? Would you run back to door A, or would you just get out or door B? And they said we'd just go out the nearest door. So that's a no-brainer. But a lockdown wasn't done. And the answer I wanted from him was, wow, Mrs. Mignon, I never thought of that. That's a great idea, and I'm going to do, am my time up?
Your time, yeah, finish quick, you're good.
Okay, so the director told me that he will look into this and that he'll make sure that all the buildings get this. I want that just done sooner rather than later. We put our children in the hands of Parsippany for a good part of the day, and I want to feel safe knowing that my kids are safe when they're here. And I think that's a huge priority, and I don't think we should be reactive. I think we should be proactive, and that should be something, the state doesn't mandate that, where and when you do these fire drills and these lockdowns. But as a community, We should mandate it. Every school should have to have those lockdown drills during recess, during transitioning, during lunch.
Thank you. Is there anybody else from the public who'd like to speak?
Hi, everyone. My name is Lisa Elvin. I have 3 kids in the district. 2 have already graduated. I have one that's currently a junior in Parsippany Hills High School. I'm here to support our current Par Hills band director. And I'm going to read a little bit. He's the heart and soul of our Par Hills band program. My kids have been in the program. I have 3 children who are band kids since 2013. So I've been around a while. I've seen a lot of the teachers. And he has been, he's the heart and soul of this program, and he has been for years. Our Par Hills bands are successful because of his countless hours, his dedication, and his vision. If something is working so well for our students and our families, why is he being transferred? Why do we need distraction? Why do we need distraction, and why do we need disruption within the Par Hills program, fan program? And as he has said to us, there are 3 parts to a band. There is the students, there is the families, and there is the teachers. And if our band students, our alumni, and our families, and he has spoken, that we want to maintain what we have. So I'm asking you to please reconsider that your transfer of him from our program, to keep the integrity of our music program and for our kids. So, thank you.
Thanks.
Good evening. My name is Dan Filipescu. I live in Parsippany. I have a son who's a junior in Parsippany Hills High School, and then unfortunately he's not able to be here. He's attending the Spanish and Honor Society induction ceremony tonight at the Hills. So I'm here on his behalf to kindly ask that you consider the possibility of allowing the music teacher to remain at the Parsippany Hills High School, and if this is an opportunity for you to reconsider that, I'll be greatly appreciated by my son and by ourselves. Thank you so much.
Good evening. My name is Suzanne Martin. I live at 2 Woodland Drive in Boonton. I have 2 students in Parsippany Hills High School. I'm actually here to request that the board revisit policy 5512 for HIBs. I think it needs to be a little bit revamped and addressed, given the fact that the policy actually says that it has a range of responses to HIBs that are confirmed, but apparently the only range of confirmation, or the only consequence once there's a confirmed HIB at the school is just a flat 2-day in-school suspension. So there's no range. It's just that's the answer, is a 2-day in-school suspension. And it's been very difficult to see kids have gone through this. They've been accused, they're, get confirmed. Then they suffer this 2-day, in-school suspension for which you can appeal it, but the school then says, no, you're going to do your suspension first, and if you want to appeal it, you can appeal it later. You can't give a kid back 2 days that they sit in suspension if the parent's trying to come and request an appeal. So for our family, it was difficult. I fought the appeal, I lost. My daughter requested I stop because she just wanted the whole process to be over. I would have gone up further because I believe it was wrong. I think the policy needs to be reviewed. There's no stepped responses. The policy actually outlines responses, but the school's reaction is just 2-day in-school suspension. So my request is that there be an outline of what do I want to say, like, once it's confirmed, that there's actually a better plan for the kids, because in going through, just for this year, you go through the numbers of the reports, there's 107 kids have been suspended. I don't know if those are all for HIBs, but there's 107 suspensions just for this calendar year, not even school year. I only went through January through today, and there was 107 I counted. That's horrible. That's just for suspensions. So I don't know if it's all HIBs, but, you know, there's just kids that are now, I think it's being weaponized as well. So if you guys can just review the policy. I know the policy for this school year has already been approved in January, but if it can get put on the calendar, I'm willing to be participating in any part of revamping that policy possible. So I thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I am an alumni from Parsippany Hills High School, and I want to address about our band director in the
Can you
Hills.
just state your name for the
Oh,
record?
yes, my apologies. Natalie
Thank you.
Lucas. Do I also give anything else? No?
As
All right.
long as you wrote in the book, we're okay.
All right, thank you. I'm here to address about our band director, about his transferring, and I don't see any reason for him to be leaving us. And I say us because I still feel I am a part of this school. They have given so much opportunities, and I agree that he is one of that opportunities. So many hours, dedication he has given to us. Some of our alumni are here because we are here to support him. He not only built us as a good foundation of a band, because a band plays as a family, and many instruments have to coincide as harmony, and he has made us as a better adults into the future, as I am now. Seeing that, I'm more able to work with other people and have confidence because of him. So I really do reconsider you thinking about the situation, especially for how these new generation are coming into the world of music. It's not only that, but it gives them character into the world. So, thank you.
Hi, my name is Vandana Vadaria, my husband Prashant. We are here to request that you please reconsider the transfer of Mr. Ipika from the Hills High School. My son, he was really upset yesterday when he came. Just thinking about him breaks my heart. So please.
My son motivated, the teacher motivated my son to look at music. He grew up with great teachers, and he loves to have these teachers stay and contribute to school success in future as well. So please reconsider. Thank you.
Seeing no one else for the hearing of the public. Dr. Sutter, do you want to
Yes.
make any comments?
I would like to thank those members of the public that came out tonight in support. As you know, I cannot really talk about personnel decisions. However, I can say that when we are in a budget crisis and we have a staffing meeting, we look at the needs of the district. Employees that are tenured employees of the district, they are guaranteed a job in the district. They're not guaranteed a job in a school. So I can't really say anything more about personnel other than the fact that stipends are different than teaching positions. So I think if you look, you'll see that no stipend position has changed. But again, we have to do what's best for everyone in the district. And while it might not be for some people here, at the end of the day, we have to do what's best for the district. Ms. Gina, I'll speak with you after. I want to speak with you about your concern after. And Mrs. Martin, we will discuss this as a board, your request about the policy.
Okay, so now we're up to the superintendent's bulletin, number 16. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Madam President, I need to interrupt 1 second. I need to change a couple of my votes on the minutes.
Oh.
Madam Secretary, can you please, on the minutes for Friday, April 4th, 2025, I have voted previously yes to it. Please put me down as a recusal. And also for Thursday, April 3rd, this would have been at the 5 p.m. session, and that's also a recusal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Apologize.
Clarification.
Okay, so now we will vote on the superintendent's bulletin number 16, items number 1 through 26, with addendum items 29 through 39 and read-ins, but we are pulling number 28. May I have a motion for those, please? Mrs. Mayer, second Mr. Chaffo. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Abraham?
Yes.
Mr. Barrios?
No on 8 and 9, yes to everything else.
Mr. DeVito?
Oh. Thank you. I'm sorry. Also, I need to recuse on bill list ID number 10290.
Mr. DeVito?
Yes.
Mrs. Mayer?
Yes?
Mr. Rhea?
Yes.
Mrs. Chappelle?
Yes.
Dr. Wright?
Yes.
Mr. Chaffa?
No on number 13, yes on everything else.
Mrs. Cogan?
Yes. All right, there being no further business, I need a motion to adjourn our meeting. Mrs. Chappelle, second by Mr. DeVito. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is
Don't
adjourned.
forget, we're staying for a video,
Yeah,
right?
can we-
Yeah.
Joni, can you videotape us real quick? We just need 30 seconds to do a quick videotape, and then we'll be done. The meeting's done. 30 seconds? I mean, I have one sentence to say. I'm just gonna say like one sentence, and then somehow you gotta get everybody saying. I guess. Yeah, I think we're just gonna say thank you, Charlene, so she can see everybody. Let me know when I can go. Do I need this? Thank you very much, Charlene, for being our New Jersey School Board's field rep, providing training and support and guidance for us. I know the current board members and some of our past board members have all looked for you and asked for research and help, and you have always been very helpful. So we wish you a healthy and happy retirement and all the best in the future. Parsippany Board, say thank you.
Congratulations on your retirement.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Best of luck. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlene.
Thank you, guys.
Well done, Kristen. That was well said.